You're listening to the Here for the Clout podcast. Here are your hosts, Sherilyn Dale and Cece Suarez. Yeah, baby.
Hello, Clout Queens, Kings, and in-betweens. Welcome back to the Here for the Clout podcast. I am one of your super feral, beautiful, smart, other words that are complimentary to both of us, hosts, Chelsea Suarez. And this dewy little dandelion is Sherilyn Dale.
Oh, I love that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You know, you look very glowy and beautiful.
Thanks. I'm hardly wearing any makeup because I have to go back to see my dermatologist today. So, yeah, so I didn't want to put a lot of stuff on. Great day to be batch filming 9,000 episodes.
Well, that's what we get for trying to take a week off at the end of the month, okay? Sorry for
Of
partying.
course, today's the day. But thank you, babe. I really appreciate that.
Well, I hope you don't have cancer.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on with this little thing on the side here. I didn't like the way the nurse was like, yeah, can you come back next Tuesday? And I was like, awesome. Yeah, sure.
That's never a good sign.
It's never a good sign. So I'm sure everything's fine. I'll update you guys later, but we'll find out today.
Well, good. Well, hope that you don't. And if you do, oh well.
We'll just be in the club together, babe.
Not us having, possibly, hopefully not, having matching melanoma scars.
That's diabolical.
Who needs friendship rings when you can have cancer scars? Anyways, so are you totally so excited? And do you want to pick a comment call out real quick? Because I am not prepared and I don't have one ready. However,
nor do
maybe if I keep talking and prolong this, I will find one real quick.
What's the latest episode we did? Oh, this guy's fucking face.
The butt chin man?
Yeah.
The PDO file. If you have not watched it, we did do a little, kind of like a little intro to the TikToker, Josh, not Chris Stapleton, Josh Stapleton, who was arrested, charged, and convicted of 20, was originally 40, but 20 counts of CSAM, which is the official term for CP, because CP infers or implies rather that there is consent between two adults. And guess what? That's not what that was. So yeah, he's gross and has a disgusting butt chin, and he is a gross white man. And if you're gonna be like, oh, why you gotta mention that he's white? Shut up, Debbie.
Oh. Also, she's just, every time she opens her mouth, it's worse. She's said more since the reaction we.
Oh my God, she has.
Video
no, she has not. She has. Are you kidding
me? Yes,
me?
she has.
Where?
Do you want to hear it?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Okay. Detour time. So Jesse and Lily of the Do We Know Them podcast, love them so much. They, on their actual main episode, they reacted to the wife of Josh Stapleton, not Chris Stapleton, who Chris Stapleton just be catching these strays, but of Josh Stapleton, Brittany Stapleton, and she needs to also be investigated, and they both need to be thrown into an active volcano. We did our reaction to her stuff on Patreon, because not only did I say the volcano stuff, but it was not nice. So that's why we put it on Patreon.
I couldn't stop saying bitch.
Yeah, so we were like, you know what, let's just have it be uncensored on our Patreon. But Jesse and Lily made basically all the same points that we did and even more. And then they updated a bit too. But yeah, so go watch theirs, go watch ours, all that.
I haven't been able to watch theirs yet. Did they mention that she was in a mom group saying that she was a mom?
Yes, so they did. And I do kind of understand it because people kept tagging her because people were asking for insurance recommendations or whatever. And so people would tag her.
Oh, I see, for the State
But then
Farm.
she couldn't see it because she wasn't in the group. So she was like, you know what, let me just be in this group. And that's understandable. I get it. There's people keep tagging two of my sister-in-law who's a realtor. And then also one of our really good friends is who's a realtor in the Moms of South Tampa group. but neither of them are
mhm.
moms yet.
Right,
so,
right, right.
So they're not in
Right,
those
right, right.
groups, but they recently have been added because they're like, okay, I need to like get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because yes, the State Farm of it all. Also, did Justine Lilly mention her father being arrested for murder? Her father was arrested. I don't believe that he has like been convicted yet. I don't know if like there's still something going. Yeah, her dad's like 50 something years old, brutally assaulted, like blunt force trauma to the head, killed a 75-year-old man. And when somebody on TikTok,
So what you're telling me is that absolutely great and good choices run in this family. It's genetic.
yeah, and it gets worse. So Kyle,
How?
because a gal named Kyle from the coast,
Oh, I
she
love
is the
her.
one. Yeah, she was the one who was
Kyle.
talking about
Kyle,
that.
we love you. I'm bouncing
Yeah.
all over the place for Kyle. Kyle, we love you. If you all are not following Kyle on the coast, she's
Yeah.
awesome. She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's the one that the sister of Brittany commented on the sister of Josh Stapleton's wife commented on her video and was like, "Hey, I'm Brittany's sister, and like she didn't take over his business or whatever, or like they didn't know each other at this time." But then that contradicts like what Brittany was saying, that they had known each other for a long time. It's like, what are
For
you talking about?
years. Yeah. No, they all sound like they really make good decisions and open their mouth when they shouldn't. But anyways, Kyle talked about that somebody had said, "Hey, I sent you a DM." She's been getting like a lot of DMs about these people because she's been covering this, and it was a name. And so she's like, I look up the name and I'm believing, okay, this is related to Brittany somehow. Is it the father? And I think at that point she wasn't able to like confirm if it wasn't a relative or if Ricky Dwayne Morris was Brittany's father. Well, Brittany confirmed it was her father by leaving a comment on that video that said, "Kyle, you feel free to say what you want all day. This isn't a threat, but I will warn you. You see these charges? This is not the one I would be going after. My dad has nothing to lose. I will not relay this message back to him." Are you fucking kidding me?
Did she correct me if I am wrong, and sometimes I am. Am I wrong to interpret that as
A threat?
my
severe
dad's going
threat?
to kill you?
Yeah. Look at these charges. And also, did you just basically say that, yeah, your dad did do, I don't know if like a plea deal was, I'd have to look more into the case. I did try to look into some stuff I couldn't find. I think we would need like a record request, but she's like, my dad has nothing to lose.
What the?
He is not the one. Every time this broad opens her mouth. Okay, so then after this again is just, this is the type of thought process that this broad has. Like where she places her value like of importance in life is pretty well said just in this video right above that screenshot, babe.
Hold on. I have more stuff about her dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, guys. We're going to go ahead and copy this link. So this is from Haley Goodwin Beard. I guess she's a true crime girly and shares stuff on Facebook too. I don't know who she is, but it says, "It seems as if Brittany Stapleton has now resorted to threatening individuals who are speaking out about the situation, invoking someone charged with capital murder as a form of intimidation." Haley, why are you such an eloquent bitch? I love you. I also don't know anything about Haley, so don't loop me in with anything that she believes in or doesn't believe in, okay? That's not just disturbing, it's potentially criminal. Look, girl, take out the M dashes, okay? Please, like, listen, I like ChatGPT too, but come on. Look, no one is saying Brittany Stapleton is responsible for what her dad did, but to use him, a man charged with capital murder, as some kind of intimidation tactic online, that's beyond disturbing. Peep the comments below for yourself. Documentation matters. I love that. Take screenshots, save videos. Do you know why I have a 1 terabyte phone? And then, or actually, no, I think this one's less. But do you know why I have a, 500 gigawatts? Because all the screenshots I got.
I know. It's embarrassing.
The receipts, Whitney. Okay, so then she tagged that one, the comment that you shared. And then a page called The Predator Report commented back and said, that's criminal. Love that. And then she shared the other video. And then she said, this is Stapleton's father. And it's his mugshot in a yellow jumpsuit. Interesting choice. And it says, Brandon Mann charged with capital murder in assault on 72-year-olds. That's
72, yeah.
crazy.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Insane. And so, her being the one to confirm, like when Kyle said in that video, like, I don't 100% know yet. I'm just like, this was put in my DMs. I'm going through so much stuff, but, like, here. And then she's like, my dad has nothing to lose. You see those charges? Murder?
Like that?
What the?
That's insane because, like, also, like, he has nothing to lose. So you're saying he did it? Like, is he in prison? Because if he isn't in prison, then yeah, he's got something to lose by going to prison. So like,
I mean, I guess like she's the one who like made. Oh yeah, like for like his incident, yeah. But in this case, it's like, what were you doing, Brittany? What are you doing, Brittany? And what are you doing, State Farm? Like, how is she still employed at State Farm?
I'm
That is
sure
like
they've probably been bombarded, but also with like State Farm and insurance agencies like that, like it's like, I could be wrong. Again, I am wrong sometimes. I don't want to be, so please correct me. But isn't it like almost all 1099 employees?
Yes, and there's a situation very, very close to like my family of a local life insurance sales guy associated with a very big company and has had repeated
the guy that got
complaints and
moved.
allegations. He moved branches to from like one and then went to another, and it's like, and then they didn't tell anybody in that branch. And I have close friends there and family within the branches. It's like, I remember horrific allegations, and he's still there.
Oh, I remember you saying that, and remember I was like, oh, well, then clearly like the money, because you were saying like, yeah, he's like a top performer, but and I was like, yeah, clearly the money that he's making them is more important to the company than the like safety and well-being of the female employees. Clearly, yeah. Talk about profit over people. Yeah. So which one do you want to watch first? The Gentle Reminder or the Kyle on the Coast one?
Oh, the Kyle on the Coast one, that was just a screenshot of the whatever. She was just talking about like that being a threat. So yeah, the gentle reminder of, and we can just listen to what she's like, what Brittany says.
Also, anytime I ever hear that anyone has said something bad about me, I just automatically assume they're a loser, they have a bad marriage or relationship, or they suck at their job, or they hate their job, and they're just unsuccessful. And you may have heard this before. No one more successful than you talks badly about you. Well, I've got one better. No one prettier than you has ever said anything badly about you.
Hey, Brittany Stapleton, I've got some.
I've got one better.
Hey, Britt. Hey, Britt. I've got one better than that, girl. I feel like whenever I respond to her, I got to put on my southern drawl.
I do.
Sweetheart, I got one better. No one better than you is gonna knowingly marry a pedophile and then defend said pedophile and then threaten people who are calling you out for defending said pedophile by saying that your dad is gonna go murder them.
Looks like you're still in
Sorry. I'll reel it back in. She don't want to f with me, girl. She thinks she's cute from the Panhandle. Oh, Gulf Coast. Bitch, I live in a lawless swamp. Okay? Come on. Come on, girl. I'll go up there and fucking sink your boat. For legal purposes, that is a joke. Since this girl loves to fucking look up what is defamation, you can tell. I had Tony watch that, my husband, watch, what is this? That video, I don't know, that video of her saying, like, you can absolutely say blah, 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 but you cannot say something that's gonna, whatever with their character. And Tony looks at me and he goes, did she just Google what defamation is? And I was like, yeah, clearly. And clearly she did. That is a false statement.
Or at the end when she was just like, and then maybe you should reach out to the people involved and see if they're even allowed to talk and respond legally. Otherwise, you're just going to go out there and say whatever you want on the internet. And it's like, good one, Brittany. That's how this fucking works.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech is fucking. I was going to call her a swamp twat.
Hey, see, a swamp. No, babe, she's a
What's a swamp?
I don't know, but I love it. I think I might be one. I think I am one. Is it me? It's me. Swamped. Hi, reporting for duty. But no, she lives in the armpit of Florida.
Okay.
No offense to Kyle on the coast, who also lives in the armpit of Florida. But she is so dumb, and she gives off this, like, if we already didn't know that she works for State Farm, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I would think that she is in an MLM, because that's one thing
100%.
That, they always say is, like, no one better than you is going to be talking about you.
Oh, she was fucking slinging Monet or fucking Scentsy or some shit like that right before she got into State Farm, for sure.
Cannot. Like,
yeah,
girl,
Arbonne.
No one is jealous of you.
No.
And hey, guess what? You can be generally or, objectively attractive and still be a dumb bitch. Mm-hmm. Exhibit A, you.
Exhibit A, literally.
Yeah. You can also be successful and make money. Also, we don't care. I don't care if you're pretty. I don't care if you're happy. I've got questions about that. I don't care if you, did I already blacked out? What did I say? I'm mad again. I don't, like, you got a boat, cool. You got an old ass center console boat, awesome, don't care. You got a cute ass dog. Don't you dare bring Carlos into this again. Your hair looks good, I guess. Go get your roots done though, please. Please wear SPF. Your décolletage is looking rough. Your husband's butt chin, I've got questions about that. I also have questions on, you know what? It's irrelevant on what I have questions on, because nothing else you say matters, because you knowingly married a pedophile and have defended him after he has pled guilty.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, her deflection and then, like, trying to turn it into, I got one better. And then you go to, like, she goes to the, like, looks. You're just like, Brittany, fuck off. Like, what are you saying? We're missing the point here. And what kind of argument is that to people talking about the bigger picture here? Your husband's a fucking predator.
It's like that one soundbite. That one soundbite that's like, denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay, but your husband is a pedophile.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've already said too many times we're going to get demonetized. And of course, again, we're not trying to be like super woke by saying like pedophile or CSAM or anything like that. It's because we don't want to get demonetized, because we hardly make money on this anyways, but we don't want our videos to be suppressed, because we want to scream from the rooftops about this absolute trash bag of a human. And I will say till the day I die that I think they should both be thrown into an active volcano. I say that with my whole ass.
Yeah,
which isn't much, because it's real flat.
Her official statement that video was probably, I needed to check my blood pressure at the end of that video.
Girl, I'm like, this topic, this case, whatever, like, it's had like such an emotional like effect on me. And I was wondering yesterday after we were done filming, I'm like, why am I so like, why do I feel like this? And I thought more about it, and I was like, oh, because I've been literally having like that. Like, after reading those charges, it's like it's weighing on me so hard, and just like the like depths of it, and like, and now are those kids are those little girls okay? Like, are they alive? Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's that.
How long is it going to
That
take me to
is-
drive up there to go punch her in the face? I don't know. 3
Yeah, that
hours,
is the bigger
actually. I
picture
Googled
here.
it.
When she said at the end of like her video, like, you know, just like Elizabeth, to try to like flip and deflect and like turn it on to people who are, you know, bringing attention to this, rightfully so, because she can say as much as she wants that everybody in their life knew and allowed them to be around their kids and didn't care. Okay. But we're making sure, you know, like you can say that all you want, but we're just going to double down and make sure in the future, like people know what the hell these charges were, because though, like, yeah, that indictment and reading through the 40 counts, there's no way to get through it all in one sitting. It makes you sick. I haven't gotten even through all of it. I think I'm like 15. Like for her, like
Yeah.
to smirk basically when she goes like, yeah, I know. You guys didn't think I knew. Like, I know. That's disgusting. And then to say, and think about what you say on the you know, like on the internet, because you don't know like what that could do to the person you're talking about. But I have strong mental health, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I don't
These
care about
children,
your mental health.
yeah, no one cares about your mental health, babe. I care about, yeah, these children who will never be the same. Their innocence was stolen. They had no decision in the matter.
Mm-mm.
They'll live with this for the rest of their life, have memories of that for the rest of their life. And that's out there.
Mhm.
And, this is another thing from True Crime Mama. So with that court case, what we were thinking, a lot of the public, is that he downloaded things on his computer. He uploaded. He was the one uploading them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she wants to get stuck on semantics of, you guys said it was a work computer. It was a work computer.
Oh, that's what. Okay. Now her, not that her like her rebuttal to the whole work computer thing makes sense. It doesn't. But how she was saying like things are so secure, and I'm like, what are you talking about? But uploading something to like your work computer, I guess, sure. But if there's no like red flags or anything, like IT's not gonna fucking check that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's State Farm. They have like enough to fucking deal with. So they're not like doing a constant sweep of like, hey, I wonder, do any of these employees have sexually explicit, unconsensual bondage style in that genre? Pictures of literal less than 12 years old children on there?
Oh my God.
Like,
Being sick.
no. Like the ignorance of it and acting like, oh, well, you wouldn't know. You've never worked for a corporation. Yeah.
The thing I know,
Like,
yeah,
arguably
exactly.
most people have, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, babe. Ew, every time she opens her fucking mouth, I'm
The
even
audacity.
more pissed off.
The audacity to come on the internet. Not the right topic to make that joke, Chelsea. The audacity to come to
I was looking on the internet. I was searching the internet.
the audacity of her to bring herself onto the internet in general, but to bring herself back onto the internet and to literally be like, well, you are miserable and ugly.
Yeah. Anybody has anything to say about me and Josh? You hate your marriage. You hate your job. And you're fucking ugly.
But like,
okay, Brittany.
Girlfriend, even if I hated my husband, don't love him so much, even if I was unsuccessful, we are both arguably, we don't even argue about it. That's a fact. We are in extremely happy marriages, love our job, obsessed that we get to work together. I get to see this bitch almost every single day. Y'all, when I haven't seen her from a Wednesday to a Monday, I am so sad. And quite successful. What was the other one? Oh, objectively pretty fucking hot. And even if we were,
I would take it all every fucking day, then live her life.
well, that, like, we're not jealous of you, but even if we were goblins under a bridge, forcing people to figure out a riddle so that they can walk past us, that still would not make the statement, you knowingly married a pedophile that doesn't make that statement any less true. That's the point I'm trying to make. Sorry. I had to.
It was a very good one, babe. I think
I'm
that
very
was
hyperbolic. I'm also very goblin-like. But like that
beautiful way.
that doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I can make less money than you. I don't. I can make less money than you and still say a fact. Like, that doesn't negate anything. Again,
Exactly.
she's like we said in our Patreon episode, she's how we are very hyperbolic. She speaks, it seems like she speaks in constant straw man fallacies. If you don't know what a straw man fallacy is, should we just actually look up the definition? But a straw man fallacy is when you are it's when your rebuttal to an argument isn't actually the argument itself. So us saying, hey girl, you knowingly married a pedophile, that's disgusting, period. Or rather, dare I say, exclamation mark. And then her response to that being, well, you're just jealous and poor and ugly.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if what you just said is true, which it's not, what I said is still true. Like, it's a non-argument basically, but literally everything this person is saying is straw man fallacies, and it's being crazy. Like, it's honestly probably worse than a lot of, if not all of the scammers, girl bosses, boss babes, the pyramid schemer bitches that I call out on my channel. I find it almost fascinating, but really infuriating. Like, the level to which she speaks in just straw man fallacies. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me look up the actual definition just so we can make sure we have that. So a straw man fallacy is the informal fallacy of refuting an argument different from the one actually under discussion, while not recognizing or acknowledging the distinction. One who engages in this fallacy is said to be attacking a straw man. So it's like you're fighting an argument that isn't even happening. So you're fighting a non-existent person, a non-existent argument, a scarecrow, you know? Yeah. So again, it's what she did in her statement of, people are saying that it was on his work computer. It wasn't on his work computer. It's like, okay, then it was on his personal computer. Like, insane. Do we have those screenshots or whatever from True Crime Mama, or not yet?
Which ones, babe?
You said that she had like a bunch of
the court documents.
Yeah. Because I actually was wondering more specifically, like I was gonna request them today, but I was sure that someone had probably posted them, so I was trying to look for them, but I couldn't find anything. Also, I got distracted because I was curious about how you had said and how we had said previously, like, again, she's not addressing like the main thing. So I was curious of like, she's giving me the impression that she is, or at least I have to believe that she is believing a lie that he told her. It's like, I saw some people saying, again, I don't know any truth to this, but I saw some people alleging that he told her the lie of like, no, someone emailed them to me. Like, someone sent it to me. That's how it's on my computer.
No, she cleared that up. She said that in her video. She's like, I keep seeing that and I knew everything. That's not what happened.
Then, bitch, what the happened? See, that's what I want to know.
She's like, he never blamed anybody else. He's saying that he bought the thing from Marketplace and da-da-da-da-da. And that, like, that's not what happened. Like,
then what happened? And Jesse and Lily said the same thing, which I love that they said this too, is that she's literally like refuting every single tiny little like inkling of like someone trying to give like the benefit of the doubt, or like to, you know, like the, oh, well, maybe he bought it from somewhere, maybe someone framed him, maybe someone sent him those.
That's where we went into it thinking when we did our Patreon episode. It was like, did she know? Like, of course, because you don't want to just go and like be like somebody else's private actions. Like, even if you love them, like we'll say that all the time in like Dateline stuff. Like, there are times like you don't know everything. You don't know, like, you don't think someone's going to do this that you love. Of course you don't. And that's kind of how we were going into it. And then every time she spoke a new sentence. It was like, oh, every question that we had that would have given her like an out, I guess. She was like, no, you, I didn't know. I was like, oh,
And
okay.
just that attitude of like, she's in the right and everyone else
She's
is
like,
in the
yeah,
wrong.
she's like, people are saying the reason why I didn't want to have kids with Josh is because I knew he was a predator. No, if you ask
it's
anybody
because I
in
never
my
wanted
life,
kids.
I
So
never wanted kids.
So your husband is a predator? I mean, we know he is, but like,
These were her arguments. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So this is bad. This is the investigative summary. Okay,
if
so
you're
it
not
says
following True Crime Mama on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, whatever, please do. She's been like on it with everything.
she's the one in the trenches. Yeah, she's the one who sent this over to us. So on Thursday, April 23rd, 2020, I received a ICAC Internet Crimes Against Children referral from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. The information revealed 326 sexually explicit photos of children had been uploaded from the IP address, and then it gives it the IP address and his address. So when they looked into it, that was starting on January 24th, 2018. So we knew this was going on from 2018 to 2020. And then when they looked up the address, the owner was Josh Stapleton.
People literally are under the impression that it's only 40 images.
No. 326. Yeah. The username, whatever, the email, again, it goes back to him. Property check was conducted. A further check of Facebook was done, and Facebook page for Mr. Stapleton was located, matching his driver's license photo showing he was the agent owner at State Farm. At this time, surveillance was conducted on the residence. He was observed putting stuff into a white GMC. Due to these findings, I obtained a search warrant through the Barlow County Magistrate Court. Oh, Bartow.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we have the field case report. That's the narrative. And then the search warrant was issued for that address for any and all computer and electronic software that may contain CSAM. Upon arriving at the location, oh, wow, that's a lot of special agents going to your house. Encountered Josh Stapleton in his driveway. Mr. Stapleton was informed of the search warrant, and he agreed to talk with blah, blah, blah inside his residence. It was noted that he was getting in his truck to travel to his condo in Florida for a week. Once inside, overall photographs were taken of the residence before starting the search, and investigators, blah, 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 blah. Wait a minute. Heron. When was that? 2020? I need to text my friend who is an investigator in that area because he might be, that might be my friend. The same last name. That's a pretty common last name, but still. Okay. I collected the following items: computer software, floppy disk. Come on. Located in the laundry room. Who put stuff in the laundry? Oh, well, if it's like a mudroom laundry room, then okay. Not me making the laundry room like super spooky. In a silver book bag, GoPro video recorder located in the main bedroom. What you got a GoPro in your bedroom for? In an armoire in the corner of the bedroom. Got it. Okay. And then search seizure at the residence, blah, 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 blah. Okay. After explaining to Mr.
This is disgusting. This part is fucking disgusting.
Oh, no. Wait, okay.
So
what page are you on?
Image 6898.
Okay. I'm there.
Okay, so he's basically, approached outside of his house, given a search warrant, asked if he wants to talk. He says yes. They kind of go through, obviously, like, this is why we're here. And he says that after explaining to Mr. Stapleton why we're here, he admitted to viewing child, that's not what it is, but abuse, but claimed he did not have sexual interest in children, despite saying that he may have pleasured himself to the images. He could not recall how he accessed the images and claimed he just clicked on a series of links in an internet search browser and the images came up. During the interview, Mr. Stapleton gave consent to search his phone that was left in his truck. Upon reviewing the phone, there was no child photos found on the phone at this time. He then claimed All the viewing was conducted on his laptop that was in an office area inside his residence. He was asked what was the youngest child he saw in the explicit images, and he could not provide an age, claiming he did not have children. He did not have kids to judge. Mr. Stapleton was asked if viewing the child images bothered him in any way, and he said no. People are people and bodies are bodies. We are all the same. Like, what? Yeah. Yeah. Public stoning, you said, right?
Yeah, but I think it's more so we need to find the closest. I'm about to cry. Oh my God. Ew.
Yeah.
Directly into a active volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Or chop them up or something. Not me. Like, I'm not doing it. This is not a threat for legal purposes. But and the recidivism rate is so high with these types of people.
Mm-hmm.
And what the do you mean? No, we're all people. Bodies are bodies. You know who that sounds like? A fucking serial killer.
Yeah.
No, bodies are not bodies.
Like that statement, like you can see obviously like the appeal, like, and the mind process of like her too, because when you're confronted with like that being your answer and then her answers too, completely check that they're made for each other. Sickos.
Oh my God. Put them,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But we're jealous because we're ugly, swamped.
I do be a swamp. Oh my God. Okay.
So yeah, that's that. What a detour. What a detour to this episode. We started with pies. Never got there.
I mean, no, we need to go there because I need to. I just
agreed.
Like, he says that he clicked on a bunch of links and it's like, but when you see something like that, you instantly are like, oh my God, how do I burn my computer? Like that.
Yeah. And then I think that was just his statement before realizing that they had already, like, he uploaded. He didn't download. They said he uploaded.
Where does it say that he uploaded them?
In the very first screenshot.
Had been uploaded from the IP address. So then where did he get them?
It's a great question.
Huh.
And people are saying, they're speculating that the reason he got, like, on paper, he got 20 years, but he only has 5 years in prison is because the judge on the case, I can't remember her name. I think I have the video downloaded and
he might have gave up who he got it from.
Possibly, but we're not sure about that if she really cares because her husband has also been imprisoned for the same types of crimes.
The judge?
Yeah. So
how was she able to rule on that?
She didn't rule on her husband's, on Josh's.
On Josh's. Also, she shouldn't be able to be, judges are supposed to be unbiased and you have to recuse yourself if.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know.
She shouldn't be able to be a judge.
A judge, period?
Also put her in the volcano.
Yeah, so I think that's why people are saying, like, because her husband was imprisoned or charged for this, like, basically, like, the same crimes, and then, I don't know.
The only thing I could see of him getting a lesser sentence that, like, I would be like, okay, not being like it's justifiable. Again, I don't think it's enough time. I think he should not even be in there for life. I know some people might be like, Chelsea, that's too much. Again, I don't care. I think I do not agree with the death penalty typically ever, except for with this.
Oh, when it comes to children and like these types of crimes,
yeah,
no,
it's as Jesse,
they're like
some of the pure evil.
Lowest sentences too. Like I had to like stop even like. I shouldn't stop sharing it because I know that it like upsets and enrages me, but the times that I see like even like within my own city, the amount of notifications from the police being like, this guy, sex offender, re-releasing, has Like they put on it like to beware, strong possibility of reoffending, and you're letting them out. And these are the
40%.
types of crimes.
40% within
It's every single
within
time.
30 years, I believe it is. It's a 30% recidivism rate.
And I literally say on the thing, I'm like, I guarantee in like 2 weeks or a month, you're going to see this face on my feed again. There you go. Like it'll be like 2 weeks later, the person's back in jail for violating their terms and doing something similar to what they had done before. And then they go back.
Yeah. There's no,
It's disgusting.
and like if there was a treatment for that, like I don't think there is. I don't want to get into like, oh, are you like born like that? Like it's your sexual preference.
Fuck
And
no.
it's like, is it though? I don't
know.
I don't know. I don't want to get into that because I don't know.
No.
And that's just a whole black hole that it's spooky and I don't want to get in there. But like, again, literally to quote Wendy Williams, death to all of them, death to all pedophiles. It is the worst thing that you can ever do, I think. And it's disgusting. And I can't understand defending someone like this.
No.
But again, we've seen what she has said, her thought process, and I mean now that that's out of like, no, he didn't click links. He downloaded or uploaded it. So he had it and uploaded it. And again, I think that's why like he got it was like, okay, the deal maybe you give us this information, we will like accept this deal of you serving only 5, but in total, 20 with probation. But like, I don't know, maybe because he got it from somewhere. He paid for it, got it from somewhere. I assume he paid for it. And maybe he gave up the people who took the pictures or the people who he got them from. I don't know. Because he got them from somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting.
Where's Olivia Benson?
Yeah, disgusting. We'll leave with on that, and then segue into our next one with just a clip of Wendy Williams saying, "Death to all of them."
Death to all of them.
Okay, I think we need to. I think we need to pivot. I think both of us are gonna cry and throw up at the same time.
Girl, I'm about to get out of my butt. Yeah. Okay, so speaking of white men, let's pivot to something far less serious, thank God, because, okay, so this segment's called I Hate Your Pies. And we're going to be talking about a food reviewer who went viral for all the wrong reasons. And the first thing I think of when I hear that is, please, for the love of God, I can't talk about Lily Tino one more time.
Yeah.
We're not talking about them, thank God. But we are talking about Sydney, who is a baker and the owner of Sydney's Sweet Shops and the winner of the Reader's Choice Best Pies in Tucson, Arizona. I know, crazy. I wonder if Lisa Stalked by the Feds has been there. Now, she was inspired by her grandmother to bake homemade pies. Love that. Nana would be proud of you, Sydney. So she has 18,000, almost 19,000 followers on TikTok, 27,000 on Instagram, 4K on Facebook, and damn, she gets some pretty good views. That's wonderful. Good for her. And she's a queen. She is a Black female-owned business, and we love that. Watch, she's gonna end up being the villain in this one. But her little cute pies look so yummy.
Her smiles look too cute. Her smile looks too cute to be a villain.
Yeah, I think you're right. And the pies look good.
Those pies, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then we have No Paid Food Reviews, who has 62,000 followers on TikTok and on Instagram, less than 3,000. So, No Paid Food Reviewers left a negative review for Sydney's Sweet Shop. There are almost 2,500 comments on his video, the review, but they've been hidden and comments have been turned off. So,
okay, let's watch. Okay, so this is his.
Tucson's going to tell me in the comments that they're UNESCO City of Gastronomy. They're the first ones ever, and that they have the best food on earth, and they're the only people that care about their heritage. Unfortunately, that is not the case, and their food has not been good. I have not had any good food other than maybe like 2 restaurants in the times that I've gone to Tucson. I'm sorry, Tucson, but I'm trying every place, and I'm trying to get around there, but I am not finding good food, and this place is no exception. Albeit great people down there. I've had a lot of fun down there. I meet great people. They're super sweet. This owner of this shop, super sweet lady. And if I gave away awards for being super sweet and great people to be around, that would be amazing. But unfortunately, I have to try the food and rate the food. And this food right here, this pie.
So good.
Bitch, the way I want this pie.
I'm salivating. This was not good.
God, I want it so bad. Killing me.
Oh.
Was not good. And I tried out multiple flavors. I asked for certain ones. She actually gave me 2 that I didn't even order. I don't like lemon pie, and she gave me that. And she gave me a blueberry tart, sour cream one, and I don't like that as well. I tried pumpkin pie. That's my favorite pie. As you noticed, I've never reviewed pumpkin pie before because it's like a cheat code, because it's almost impossible to mess up a pumpkin pie. And unfortunately, this place messed up the pumpkin pie, and it was just very bland, not good. Everything about it was not very good. None of the pies were tasty, and I'm giving this a 5 out of 10.
Holy shit. Okay. You sound like Donald Trump. Like, not good. This was not good. They messed up the pumpkin pie.
These pies, they were horrible. They'd be better in China.
Bland. Sweet lady. Sweet lady.
Yeah, sweet lady. Have you seen the guy that does the fork? What's his name? The gay guy who does the like lip readings, not lip readings, the lip sync of what Trump says, but it's like it's so gay.
Oh yes, and it's like like when he's like he just wants to gossip or whatever. Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, he follows me on Instagram.
Oh, I love that.
I know, right? And I messaged him and I was like, "You are iconic. You're amazing. Like you are just the best." And I even showed it to my dad, and my dad was like, "What? Why did Trump say that?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, "That's hilarious." My dad was like, "Keep sending me these." It's like, why is he talking about that guy's muscles? So that's, I don't know. I feel like that review was made to like sound a little bit more negative. Like it seems like the whole thing was like mostly about Tucson, and it's like you're giving a review on this place. Maybe
at first it was Tucson, and then he just like kind of went like kind of scorcher at the end there though. Like he did like rip in. I mean, like, hey, if you're in Tucson, I gotta know, because you guys keep saying everything sucks out here, but you guys are nice, but your food sucks.
Well, and he's also like, and then she gave me 2 that like I don't even like, and it's like, well, did you tell her you don't like?
Did you ask? Yeah.
Or was she just like, oh hey, you're a food reviewer, here you go.
Yeah.
Like
I'll try some.
Yeah, I'll give you this. So then like, okay, well if you don't like those ones, then like don't review them. But I don't know. But hey, 5 out of 10, that's not horrible.
No, he's like, it seems like that was based on like the way that he ended that, you thought he's probably going to give it like a 0 or a 1.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know what his scale is. It's the first time I've ever seen this guy. But Sydney does reply. So she obviously saw it and replies.
Can't wait.
Bland, not good. Everything about it was not very good. None of the pies were tasty, and I'm giving this a 5 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Sydney. I own the pie shop you just watched get a 5 out of 10 review from a Scottsdale food reviewer who came to my shop on Saturday, May 10th and claimed that none of my pies were tasty. Now let's rewind and talk about what actually happened that day. It's Saturday, May 10th. I get a call around 3:30 p.m. about half an hour before we close from a woman. She claims that they are food reviewers and they are coming to our shop because their followers said that they have to try this pie shop out, but their ETA has them landing at our location a little after 4, which is when we close. Now, she doesn't ask me per se, but she just says, if you could stay open for us past 4, that'd be great. I explained to her that we do close at 4 p.m., but should they arrive by that time, I'm happy to serve them, but we would most likely be bringing in outside furniture and cleaning up, things like that. And I am noting that they arrived just before 4. When you both arrived, I greeted you right off the bat and said welcome in and got nothing in return. The woman got right to it and asked me what the best pie was. I told her that our best-selling flavor was Dutch apple. It's our signature pie here at Sydney Sweet Shop. And she just shook her head. As they both looked around and saw all the different cases that we had, I could tell that They didn't know what to do by looking at what they saw. I did let them know that it's a holiday weekend. It was Mother's Day weekend, and a lot of our items sell out very, very fast, whether it be whole pies, half pies, mini pies, and pie by the slice. So our customers know the drill. They know that our pies are a hot commodity and to come early, and that's what they do. They come early and they completely clean us out. And still, I offered to cut slices from the whole pies that we did have left in our selection in case they wanted to try any of those. You both barely said a word to me, didn't seem excited or interested to be at my store, and filmed a review where you skipped the vibe, context, and let's be honest, the truth. You said we gave you pies that you didn't ask for. That's false. You picked the pies. I even offered to slice full pies in order for you to have more options. The ones you were interested in, banana cream, sold out. Chocolate pecan, sold out. You mentioned chocolate cream. You didn't say that you wanted chocolate cream. I offered our top sellers that we had left, which were blueberry sour cream, key lime, cherry, carrot cake. Again, what was available to you. You said you hated key lime, and I said, maybe give it a try. It's our #2 best-selling flavor. You did use your words for the first time, though, and you chose pumpkin. You did ask me if my recipes were homemade, or rather if my crust was homemade, and I did say yes. I asked you both where you were from, and you said North Scottsdale. I said how fun it must be to just get to travel and eat nice food. When I went to grab a to-go bag to put your slices into, to my surprise, you said, oh no, we're gonna bang this out right here. I mean, sure. You could have let me know when you got here that you wanted to eat in, but I let you know where the plates were if you wanted more of your slice or if you needed forks and napkins. And if you're wondering, it's past 4 now. Here's what gets me though. Your entire review, there is zero mention of location, vibe, context throughout every other review you've ever done on your page. You take people through the town where you're at, you talk about population size, what makes them special, what makes them unique. You didn't do any of that for us, bro. None of it. You are hyped up to try what you're about to try. You describe the place, the atmosphere of where you are. You show personality. Not when it comes to us. Just a few shots of the pies, and you looking annoyed. Crickets. Except for the negativity. You said I gave you flavors that you didn't ask for, which was false. I let you know what we were out of, and I suggested ones that we did have in store. You either agreed or let the woman you were with decide for you. Nobody forced you. You said I gave you lemon pie. You never had lemon. You had Dutch apple, blueberry sour cream, key lime, and pumpkin. Also, here's what was wild. After you left, we closed up, took out the trash. Guess what we found? Found all the flavors that you had tried at the top of the trash can, barely eaten, except for that pumpkin pie one. It was damn near finished. So which is it? You didn't like it, or you didn't dislike it enough to stop eating it. You say Tucson has no good food and that we are no exception to it. That's absolutely crazy considering we've had numerous James Beard nominations and winners of restaurants here in town. But hey, some eat to taste and some eat to talk trash. Here's the thing, I'm not mad about the 5 out of 10 review. Reviews are merely opinions and you're entitled to one, even if it is salty. But if you're gonna be a food reviewer of restaurants and bakeries, you have to be fair. You have to be honest and you have to be respectful. Don't pretend you were forced to eat anything you literally asked for. Don't come into a business right at closing, barely engage, eat half the pie, and act like we ruined your life by making you eat that slice of pie that you damn near finished. What you did was misleading, dismissive, and frankly just rude. You walked into my business, one that stayed open later for you. You gave zero grace or effort in return. And if your whole brand is no paid reviews, maybe try giving real reviews. Because this review was lazy. It was bitter. And it was beige, like your palate, apparently. I love my pie shop. My grandma taught me the best way how to make a pie, and I do it damn well. Our customers, they know. They have been here for 5 years strong, and they're not going anywhere. Anyone who sees this video, this is your reminder that reviews aren't gospel. They are purely opinions of random people. If you are curious about something, then form your own opinion by trying it yourself. Don't just take someone's word for it.
I love her. I love her as well. Them going at closing is kind of wild because why would you go to a bakery at closing when, like,
Yeah.
they're not going to have anything?
Yeah, that's like 101 bakery shopping.
Well, even if you're going to, like, Dunkin' Donuts or, like, Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, you go in the morning. Yeah, he replies, so we'll hear the reply, but some of the comments here, I found one was very interesting because he says that he's the no no paid review or whatever. This person, it looks like a business called Matty Joe's. Matty Joe said, yeah, he says no paid reviews, but then he asks us for $100 gift card. Nah, we're good. Don't think I need him coming to do a review at our restaurant. So yeah, that was like another place. Someone else said, no paid reviews, has a very particular taste. He likes very sugary, high fat, greasy foods. Think truck stop. So again, like just the way that she's saying, like, it's subjective. Like, we all like different things. Like, everyone's palate is different. So reviews are often opinion based, unless you have like a palate that is like unbiased and you like fucking everything and can truly like just form an opinion based off of like the same type of, or, you know, like dish made different ways. I don't understand, like, I don't get it. You know, like I've really never understood like food review. I get that there's like a place for it, and like that's great, especially if you're like a food connoisseur who loves a lot of things. But if you are like more biased, I don't know. So he, like I said, he did reply. So let's take a peek.
So we drove down from Phoenix. That's a 2-hour drive for those who are not from Tucson, to go down there and check this stuff out. And we tried to check as many restaurants as we possibly could down. Sydney has very custom hours, so we were trying to fit in a time where we could go down there and visit, and it never worked out. But we just happened to have a window on our way back up towards the valley where we could stop by. And so it was exciting for us to be able to be like, hold on, we're going to come. We're going to make it before 4. We're trying our best. But if it lasts a minute over, could you please just bear with us and just get us some pies so that we could try you out? We really have been looking forward to checking those out. And she said, no problem. Come on down. We didn't force her to stay open or anything like that.
Oh, off. I'm already annoyed right now.
Hey, buddy.
I'm already annoyed. I'm annoyed because if that was the case, if you were calling, and first of all, the entitlement, I cannot stand when people go, hi, I'm a content creator, I'm a food reviewer, like, we're coming by. Like, shut up. If you work at State Farm, do you call the restaurant before? Hey, I'm a State Farm agent. I'm coming in. No. Like, shut up. I'm annoyed. But for him to say, oh, like, it was just because it worked out, but then you proceeded to sit in the fucking restaurant and ate your pies for your content.
Yeah.
Keith Lee takes his shit to the freaking car most days. Like, well, you could have done the same.
He doesn't get out. He doesn't get out of the car usually because he doesn't.
That's true. Yeah, because he doesn't want to be recognized. Yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't want the Keith Lee of it all to, like, he wants to have the same experience that anyone else would have. Because a lot of times, I mean, think about it. If I owned a restaurant and I knew Keith Lee was coming in, I'd be like, all right, everyone make this perfect. We don't want to this up. But he doesn't want that. He wants the same experience as everyone else. But it's like, I can understand calling ahead or like asking, like, because if you are going to film, yes, you need to ask their permission. That is their business. And sure, it's a public business, but you need their permission to film in their restaurant, especially
if you're wanting to do it in there. But like I said, like, you can go to the car. Like, this is he's trying to backpedal and make himself seem so freaking important. I'm like, yeah, no.
And him saying like, we didn't force you to stay open. Yeah, she didn't say that. She didn't say that you forced her. You inconvenienced her. Yeah. And of course she was still nice. Like, yeah.
Then you stayed to eat it. That's what gets me.
I don't like that.
That it would have been no big deal. She was not interested in us coming down for whatever reason. We just wouldn't have come. It was completely out of our way. We drove 30 minutes to go check out her pies and give a possibility of a good review.
When you both arrived, I graded you right off the bat.
So was it out of your way, or was it on the way back up? Because before you just said it was on the way and it was convenient for you. Yeah. But then you just said it was 30 minutes. And we're trying to
make it work. Now it's 30 minutes out of the way.
Now it's 30 minutes out of your way. Okay.
And said welcome in and got nothing in return.
Why would we say nothing to you in return? That literally makes 0 sense. So you just, hi, how are you? Would you like anything? We purposely stayed open just for you. And then I'm just like, and just walk right by. Come on now, Sydney.
The woman got right to it and asked me what the best pie was. I told her that our best-selling flavor was Dutch apple. It's our signature pie here at Sydney's Sweet Shop. And she just shook her head. As they both looked around and saw all the different cases that we had, I could tell that they didn't know what to do by looking at what they saw.
You had seen our videos and you said you'd watched a lot of them and that you were excited for us to be there to review because you'd been tagged in a lot of our pie videos in our Pie Wars playlist.
When did I miss that?
I think he's saying that she said that in person.
Oh.
But, like, that's also irrelevant to what she's saying right now. But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And for some reason, you thought I was just aimlessly wandering around, completely disinterested, didn't know why I was there, didn't want to be there, even though I drove out of the way, called you, and asked permission to come because I wanted to check out your pies because it was the last pie store to visit.
I did let them know that it's a holiday weekend. It was Mother's Day weekend, and a lot of our items sell out very, very fast, whether it be whole pies, half pies, mini pies, and pie by the slice. So our customers know the drill. They know that our pies are a hot commodity and to come early, and that's what they do. They come early and they completely clean us out. And still, I offered to cut slices from the whole pies that we did have left in our selection in case they wanted to try any of those. You both barely said a word to me, didn't seem excited or interested to be at my store, and filmed a review where you skipped the vibe, context, and let's be honest, the truth.
We were only able to make it to Tucson on Mother's Day weekend because we had time off from our normal jobs and life, and we wanted to take a look at your shop. That was just it right there. I understood that you didn't have your A selection because of the Mother's Day weekend. I didn't complain one bit about any of that, so I don't know where any of this is coming from. You keep telling the tale of me being...
Didn't he, though?
Literally,
Like, am I imagining that?
I don't know. Now I feel like, are we being gaslit? Because I feel like we watched something completely different. Why does he keep saying things that I don't remember happening? Oh, no paid fee review.
I'm confused.
Disinterested as if I'm suffering through there. Nobody was making me go there. It was me. It was my idea. So why would I be miserable going to do something that I asked to do? And I tried to rush out there to take a look at your pies. And you don't think a big man wants to eat good, delicious pie? That literally doesn't make any sense.
You said we gave you pies that you didn't ask for. That's false. You picked the pies.
What you just saw there is our private camera footage that we mute and do voiceovers of, where I specifically said I didn't ask for any of these. So clearly I'm not lying. That was just a private conversation between me and my girl right there, and I didn't even have Sydney anywhere near it.
I even offered to slice full pies in order for you to have more options. The ones you were interested in, banana cream, sold out. Chocolate pecan, sold out. You mentioned chocolate cream. You didn't say that you wanted chocolate cream. I offered our top sellers that we had left, which were blueberry sour cream, key lime, cherry, carrot cake. Again, what was available to you. You said you hated key lime, and I said, maybe give it a try. It's our #2 best-selling flavor.
We talked about which pies I wanted. I said I don't like key lime. You just admitted that. And then I asked for specific types of pies. Then you gave me all random ones that I didn't ask for, and I couldn't even identify that.
Because they're all sold out. Because you came at 4 p.m. on a Saturday.
So you're telling me that you gave her the ones, and then she was just like, she just gave me things that I didn't want. There was never a conversation. Like, what are you saying?
I don't know what he's saying. What is happening?
This was a key lime pie. If anybody could look at that right now and tell me that that looks like a key lime pie, I know you're lying. I know you're lying. And it did not taste like a key lime pie. So that's...
What's the argument?
He's saying, like, I didn't know that this was a key lime pie, or, like, it doesn't look like one. I mean, okay, who the f cares? Is it yummy?
Yeah.
Also, though, it does look like a peanut butter pie. And I love me some peanut butter pie.
Good. I'm just salivating at everything.
Listen, I don't care what flavor it is. It looks delicious. I also am, I know I'm a Floridian. I should love key lime pie. I've only had it like twice and years ago. So maybe I do like it. I don't know. But like, I don't think I do.
Oh, I love
Either
the
way,
key
though, that
lime,
looks delicious.
Greek oikos yogurt. Like if you ever just kind of like need a little. Yeah. Anyways.
Girl, key lime pie from Tampa. So fucking good.
Gotta try.
Part of the reason why I got a 5 out of 10.
You did use your words for the first time, though, and you chose pumpkin. You did ask me if my recipes were homemade, or rather if my crust was homemade, and I did say yes. I asked you both where you were from, and you said North Scottsdale. I said how fun it must be to just get to travel and eat nice food. When I went to grab a to-go bag to put your slices into, to my surprise, you said, oh no, we're gonna bang this out right here.
Yes, bang that out right here, meaning outside, like we talked about on the phone when I originally said I was coming. I didn't think that I was going to eat inside. You said, hey, no big deal. I'm just going to be mopping around here. If you don't mind me going about my business, then go ahead and eat right over at the table. And we were gone within 7 minutes. 7 minutes. We left at 4:07. We were shooting video in the parking lot.
I mean, sure. You could have let me know when you got here that you wanted to eat in, but I let you know where the plates were if you wanted more of your slice.
But why wouldn't you then, after she clearly misunderstood what you said, then why wouldn't you have been like, oh no, here we're just gonna sit right out here.
We're going to go outside. Why wouldn't you stick to that plan? When someone says, oh, we'll just clean up around, get out. Get out.
Please
From
get out.
somebody who worked the service industry,
Get out right
time
now.
to go.
Leave.
You
They
got to
don't want
go.
you there. I don't care how nice they're being. They want to go home. They've had a long day.
Yes.
Especially a holiday
Yes.
weekend and a bakery. And the owner is mopping around you. Get the fuck out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't
The audacity.
yeah, I think the vibe of this episode is people that just shouldn't have responded.
I like it. Yeah.
Or if you needed forks and napkins. And if you're wondering, it's past 4 now.
It was your recommendation to stay inside. And we cleaned up after ourselves. As you noticed, you dug our trash out of the trash can and took pictures of it like any normal business owner would do. I wonder what use you have for those photos other than if I gave you a bad review, you were going to post those photos and say that I really liked it. But if I gave you a good review, were you just going to delete those photos, or how was that going to work?
Here's what gets me though. Your entire review, there is zero mention of location, vibe, context throughout every other review you've ever done on your page. You take people through the town where you're at.
If you were her and up until like the moment like when they left, would you have thought like, okay, they're going to give me a good review or they're going to give me a bad review?
Based on the vibe, I'm pretty sure like she was just saying like if they were like standoffish and stuff like that, and even like just like staying, like not being able to like pick up on cues and vibes, like yeah, I would have been concerned because they also kept asking for things she didn't have and had to repeatedly be like, yeah, you got to come in early, like this is all we have, but offering like to cut up things, and then they're just like standing there if we're going by like her version.
Well, if anyone's going to be able to pick up on a vibe accurately, it's a Black woman, especially a business owner. So
yeah,
the way
I would have probably done the same. Like,
Yeah,
I honestly, like,
just
if I
in
had,
case.
like, a weird vibe, I would have just been like, yeah, I
Yeah.
probably would. And I feel like you have, like, those, like, sometimes you just, like, have, like, intuition and, like, spidey senses of being like, you know what? I just kind of, like, feel like I need this. I just
Girl,
need this in my pocket.
so many times. Has there ever been not me sounding like Lisa. Oh my God, I'm Lisa. I was about to say, has there ever been a time where there's like a car parked maybe across the street from your house or like around the corner or something, and you're like,
Lisa.
that's weird. And you know, you're just walking and you just take a little video. Or like on your own security cameras.
I've done that like with like if I like see somebody like suspicious or even like not suspicious. If I like look at someone, I'm like, I don't think you should be walking alone right now. I'll like take a look at the time and like where I'm at without being like, do you think you should be walking alone? Grown woman. I have a weird vibe. I'm sure they're fine.
Plot twist,
Again,
now
Lisa.
they think you're gonna murder them.
Yeah. Come in the car.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord. But yeah, no, same that shit like that always happens. And
Yeah.
we've had some issues lately with some things in our neighborhood.
Oh.
And there have been many times where I'm like, those bikes are stolen. And Tony, of course, is like, baby, how do you don't know if those bikes are stolen? And I'm like, first of all, don't pretend like I'm racially profiling. They were white and they were crackheads. Well, how do you know? I'm going to need you to calm down. You see their skin? Look at that gray skin. That's meth. Also, they were riding by on bicycles that were clearly meant for a teenage boy. And I heard the man say, aren't these new bikes great? Also, I've seen those people do a drug deal in the trap house that is like around the corner from us. I live in a very nice neighborhood, I promise. It's very safe.
You need to
However,
you need to be part of like neighborhood watch or something. You need to get paid for all of this time
girl,
that you spend.
unofficial neighborhood watch. I got Joanne down the street. We say that she's the head of it. And then there's Chad and Holly down the street, the ones that have the chickens, and like he's the one that has like he's like pro gardener. It's crazy. And he got me into gardening. And their son, Lil Coop, is like 6 months older than Bean. love playing. I texted Holly yesterday and I was like, hey, I got hot goss for you. Want to meet in the street? And she's like, we coming. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have my shoes on yet. I'm coming too.
Want to meet in the street.
Girl, we just meet in the middle because there's a 2 houses between us. So we just meet in the middle of the street. But yeah, had to tell her all the hot goss because a neighbor yelled at Tony. I'll tell you about it later. It's fucking crazy. Listen, since the crazy storms 1 year ago and the like flooding that has happened, a lot of the houses around us are like still getting worked on and like people haven't moved back in yet, or they sold them and now they're going to, or they're going to rent them out or something. So there have been some sketchy creatures moving into some houses, and sometimes they are squatters that have to be evicted.
Oh.
And also they are meth heads sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes that does happen.
Anyways, so yeah, don't like these vibes. How did we get there?
No.
So but the thing is though, is like how he was like, that was a private conversation. You just said she was mopping around you. You don't think that 1, a woman, 2, a Black woman, 3, a Black woman who is a business owner can pick up on like those vibes as they're mopping around your table of you being like, I didn't ask for this. Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Or just your delivery from the get-go, it seemed like walking in and just like.
You look like a Craig.
Kind of just like.
That's all I have to
just
say.
being like, what's, what are we doing here? Okay, what else is she going to say?
Talk about population size, what makes them special, what makes them unique. You didn't do any of that for us, bro. None of it. You are hyped up to try what you're about to try. You describe the place, the atmosphere of where you are. You show personality. Not when it comes to us. Just a few shots of the pies, and you looking annoyed. Crickets. Except for the negativity. You said I gave you flavors that you didn't ask for, which was false.
I think what she's referring to is in Williams' pie video. I give a rundown of Williams because in case nobody's ever been there before. But Phoenix and Tucson are large cities. If you're going to review multiple restaurants, going over the whole city layout and the dynamics of the place numerous times in every single video that you put out, it's just going to get redundant to your viewership. So I don't do that. So if you watch any of my videos, I don't go, oh, this is Phoenix, let's talk about Phoenix every single time. That just doesn't happen.
You had Dutch apple, blueberry sour cream.
But you complained about Tucson for a good 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
kind of did do that actually.
He did kind of, I guess so. Yeah.
Key lime and pumpkin. Also, here's what was wild. After you left, we closed up, took out the trash. Guess what we found? All the flavors that you had tried at the top of the trash can, barely eaten, except for that pumpkin pie one. It was damn near finished. So which is it? You didn't like it, or you didn't dislike it enough to stop eating it? Or don't come into a business, right?
I will say they all look the same.
Okay.
I don't think the pumpkin looks like it was eaten.
Yeah, there was
anymore.
There was one where there was literally like one bite taken out, but I'd say all of them look like half eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that.
And then the pumpkin one does look like it was like the most. But he had also said like pumpkin's his favorite. So
yeah, he's gonna give it some try. Oh, I would have never left a pumpkin pie, man. Never.
At closing, barely engage, eat half the pie, and act like we ruined your life by making you eat that slice of pie that you damn near finished. What you did was misleading, dismissive, and frankly just rude. You walked into my business, one that stayed open later for you. You gave zero grace or effort in return. And if you're
You dug the food out of the trash, you took pictures of it just in case I gave a bad review, and then 4 days later after we left, we gave you the bad review. So you sat on it for 2 months thinking about how you could get even from me giving you just a 5 out of 10, which is a middle of the road review. And you thought, I'm going to try to assassinate this man's character, even though everything that I said was true. So the people that were...
He sounds just like Donald Trump. Even though
you know what?
I said was
Listen,
true.
y'all know how I say it. My cousin Sullivan has a sick ass Donald Trump impression when he's drunk as shit. I bet this man's is even better.
It's gotta be better, yeah.
It's so let's text them. But just because it's your opinion doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean it's fact. There's obviously a difference between fact and opinion. Opinions aren't right or wrong. They can be dumb. Absolutely. But like it's your opinion. Like there can be things that like don't line up with your opinion, I guess, but like still you're saying, "Oh, my opinion's true." Well, no. And him saying like, "Oh, well, you sat on this to assassinate my character." And it's like, "Babe, you left a review which is opinion based. Other people can leave different reviews. They love it. Also, if you're going to leave a review about a business, that business has absolutely the right to respond.
Yeah,
And
of course.
if they are able to show proof or show things that, contradict what you're saying, they absolutely should. And
100%.
yeah, like she's allowed to. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's like he's allowed to say whatever, and then like she's all of a sudden like the villain for, and you sat on this for, it's like, what are you talking about? How dare she try to like defend herself or give further context to the things that you left out? And maybe like it wasn't deliberate. Like maybe it just wasn't like what he was thinking. Because if he's this type that's like going around being like, "Oh, we're gonna call this plane, we're food reviewers," and brag about it, that's just like an everyday occurrence to him. He might not see like how off-putting that is, especially right before they're about to close. So yeah, this is like a different perspective.
I do wonder if this is the first time that anyone has like responded to one of his not stellar reviews, but then also, well, that thought's gone. We were almost there.
Confronted him, called him out, had actual facts and proof, and like contradicted what he said, kind of. Which makes you wonder how many others have like had like some holes missing, right? Because his credibility's been questioned by her review. The only thing that I see that wasn't different or like that didn't line up with what she said was the pie, like the pumpkin pie, how she said that it was almost gone. Like that was the only thing. And maybe she just didn't like, while she's like, to me, the second pie, whatever that was, that looked more eaten. I don't know if it was just like the angle of like the way it was sitting. Yeah, so like maybe she was confusing the two of them.
Tipped back a little
bit. It could
bit.
have either been tipped or he ate more, and so maybe she was confusing the two pies.
Yeah,
But
so I mean,
anyways.
and absolutely, we both made that point. I think it's giving this is what I was gonna say. It came back to me. It's giving how anyone on the internet, but if someone says something like how we were talking about with last episode, the KO knockout marketing, when someone comments, when people are mean to me on Reddit and say something and I'm like, actually, no, like this is like, here's more information for you. Like you literally asked the question, here you go. And then we'll get mad at you for providing context or extra information. And it's like, then what do
you didn't want to know.
Yeah,
you just wanted to stick with like.
Yeah, you're just here to talk. Like, hey, okay, go for it. Awesome, but like that's weird, right? Also, I'm being accused of more criminal activity, just so you know, and
From who?
Apparently Tony should be reprimanded by his job, and I like did something illegal by us asking if there was a police report filed.
How is that illegal?
It's not. Literally anyone can call the district.
I was just gonna say, can you call and be like, hey.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Jeff. Why would that be illegal?
People are uneducated and stupid. I don't know. God forbid a girl use the resources available to her.
Exactly.
Anyways, so the comments, he's turned off the comments and deleted a lot of them apparently. But here are a few, and it says, they gave you random pies because you went there exactly when they were closing. That's what we were saying. Someone said, oh, I feel for her. She probably put her heart and soul into her shop. She's just defending herself, which you absolutely have every right to do that. I don't think this needed a response, to be honest. You did your thing and reviewed.
I agree with that. Like, he didn't need to reply in exactly what she said. Like, this is somebody's business and livelihood.
Yeah.
You made your review. She gave more context. And really, what did you add to it? You added nothing to it.
Yeah.
You're mad that she took photos and questioned, like had something, like, whatever, like, made her feel like, oh, I'm just gonna, like, do that. Really, that's, like, the only thing that he had to, like, question.
And
nothing else he
also,
said made sense.
And, like, not to be like, oh, in her defense as well, but in my mind, when she showed the video, like, the reason why I would think that maybe she, like, had that was because if I had to stay open, and I don't know if she is married, if she has a spouse, if she has a partner, whoever, or anyone like that waiting on her at home, right? I would, or even her best friend, if I would have, like, texted someone and been like, this motherfucker is coming in here, and, like, been complaining to someone, like anyone and everyone would probably do. And then I would have taken a video of that and been like, oh, you didn't like the pies? Well, guess what? You ate basically all of them. And then the one you said you really didn't like, you ate the most of. So, like, what? And, like, sent that off to that person, right? So, like, I'm thinking, like, that's completely normal behavior to do that, especially when you're frustrated. Like, anyways,
Yeah.
I don't think it was like, oh, I'm gonna expose him. I think it's just, like, something funny to be like,
Yeah, just whatever.
Yeah.
There was
Anyways.
she obviously felt it. Just, like, she couldn't have predicted whatever, but there was obviously from the vibe that she explained.
Someone said you deleted your original review because you knew you was wrong. And he said, it's still up. Nothing we did was wrong. We review food. This was the last pie shop in Arizona trying to find the best pie in AZ. Our opinions, watch or don't. And another person said you literally lied about her giving you a lemon pie. Go back to the shed. I don't know what that means. No one give a fuck about your dumb opinion. Someone said Captain Clueless. Damn. So you try to find the best of something, but you don't get it when it's fresh. That's the part that, like, I don't understand. Why? If
Literally,
you're gonna give,
yeah. Why did you even go?
Yeah, if you're gonna give a fair review, I would think that that's what you want to do, is you go there when it's fresh. Why would you be like the? Anyways.
You know what? He's no Guy Fieri, right? Like, this is lazy food reviewing, in my opinion, and I will stand on that, because exactly, why are you going to go to an establishment as they're closing up, things are put away, they've got, like, most of their, like, top sellers gone. That's not fair.
I agree. And also just, like, not a good, like, logistically and just, like, for your own content, that's not good.
No.
At all. Now the question is, what, like, was this a one-off, and was, like, is he just gross? So some people think that the intro to this video that we're about to watch is a joke, and saying that he's, like, because he posted this one after this whole debacle.
I most likely have food poisoning as I record this. It cost me $130 to get it too, but I tried this food for you guys because I'm the Batman of food. You guys send out the bat signal in the comment section on everybody else's page, and then I gotta go be the freaking guinea pig that gets poisoned. Biscuits and gravy were dry as hell. Absolute bricks. The gravy, no sausage chunks, no deliciousness, just your standard white gravy, but with dirt dry biscuits that I almost choked to death on. The chicken, it was supposed to be Nashville hot chicken in this salad, and it was not hot at all. I think they forgot to put the sauce on it or something. I don't know what happened. I get a burger to try to keep my healthy thing with a side salad. The burger was uncooked entirely, I think.
Ooh, girl, that
The burger is that just came out of the wrapper.
that is, yeah.
Why would you eat it?
Yeah, why would you eat that then?
And then top it off with these milkshake.
Oh, just raw meat sloshing around in your tummy in milkshake. Yucky.
That's why I have food poisoning now. My stomach's sick. I'm leaving there feeling unhappy, unsatisfied in every possible way. Even after 8 straight days of healthy eating and not having one bit of deliciousness, this still came in at a 0 to me. This was such a terrible place to go, and for $130, there's too many options close by in Gilbert to go to or anywhere near there that are going to outshine this place entirely.
Oh, that I can't get over that burger.
Yeah, I don't know why would you eat that?
What's your name, Keith? No, Craig?
Craig.
Do we know?
His name's Craig. I've decided.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't I don't think that was like a dig at her. I don't think that was a dig.
All right. So he has done others. That one was way harsher. And I think had he actually given like a fair shot at Sydney's, that would have been different. I would not have posted that review if I were him, knowing that you didn't even get to like try the pies that like you like. It's just like, save it for the next time there, bud, or just, it's fine. You're not that big of a deal that you're gonna make or break her fucking business.
Yeah, I think that is pretty wild to like literally go at the end of the day when they're closing and on a holiday weekend. Like,
and a bakery.
Well, no, that's what I mean, is like going to a place where it's like fresh baked and like you put that out, and like that makes no sense. That like it's literally going to Krispy Kreme and when the hot now sign is not on.
Yeah.
Did you know there's an app? Or so Krispy Kreme used to just have an app where it was just the hot now sign, and it would be on when it was hot now, like the one closest to you, and then it would be off like when it wasn't. Literally, that's all the app was, and I loved it. My dad thought it was so cool.
That is so cool.
And now they have like an actual app that has.
They need to have that for
it.
McDonald's when the French fries just come off the, like, out of there.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because there's nothing worse when you're just like, when you got the last ones and they just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you could be one of those people who's like, and I want fresh fries, and then you gotta wait for them and stuff. I get it though. If you've just like had like 12,000 encounters of like just getting the old fries, I probably would ask. I never have, but I know that that's a thing. Like if you say I want fresh fries, they
also
have to like remake them.
Well, yeah, but it's also a thing to say fries with no salt.
Oh, I
because
would
then
never.
they'll make them fresh.
Yeah, I would never do that, but good to know.
I mean, I don't think it's too crazy to like circle back around and be like, hey, like these are stale or soggy or whatever.
Yeah,
because that's not what you're ordering.
Yeah, if you just got them, for sure. But you can just say that like from the get-go, like place your order and be like, and I'm requesting like fresh fries. Oh yeah, no, if they were cold and you're just like annoyed and just be like, can you redo the fries? Of course.
Yeah.
But there are people, I think I had somebody who worked for me at the show home or something like that worked at McDonald's and told me that. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, we have to. Someone says like that they want them fresh, like when they pull up, we got to do it. I'm like, good to know. That's an option.
Do you send food back?
I very, very, very rarely do. Like it would have to be, I don't know, glass in it, or like I'll even push hair to the side. Like it's very rare that I ever send food back. Big Guy used to more than he does now. Like he hardly will now. And if he does, it's because, again, very picky with his food. And like his steak, I can't even look at his steak. It's like leather. There can't be like even a tinge of pink. So he'll just ask for it to be like cooked longer, or if it's bacon.
He's a well done person.
Extremely well done. And bacon, he literally says like, I want it like charred, like if they can burn it to like where it's like almost like dust.
That takes all the flavor out.
Babe, we know this. We try. We know. It's yeah. So that's really like the only, now he just, because it annoys me so much if he like says something, especially about the bacon. With the steak, whatever, I guess if he's just gonna gag through his food, I don't want that to happen. But he'll just like take the bacon off and won't say anything anymore, because I'm just like, you're a grown-ass man. Eat your food.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to do like I do like medium rare, but my family's firmly who?
You're firmly.
I think we're done. My family's version of medium rare is literally rare. Like it's still
mine too.
It's still mooing, so that's why I will say medium rare, so that it does have just like a touch of pink in the middle, which technically I guess that's medium. I don't know. But so then we go to like Eddie V's or something. Sometimes they do the same thing. And I'm like, now I have to order medium, and now I have to look like an uncultured pig. Thanks.
Yeah.
So that's not good. Don't love that, Craig. Definitely
Craig.
Don't love Brittany Stapleton.
No. No, I gotta go send some updates. I gotta go to my thing, and then I got to send some updates to Jay and Kaya about True Crime Mama.
Like it makes my insides feel uncomfortable, you know?
I just don't have, I can't get there with her. I don't have any ounce of understanding.
I really want to know what he told her.
Well, she's saying everything. She's saying she's read through it all. She's going, it's out there. It's public information. So, like, when you say that.
But then why did she say, when I heard about it, I thought, something's not right. Like, that's not him. What do you think that you're able, like, files aren't super open about all their stuff. Like, what?
When she said that and then never said anything. Remember, we were like, oh,
Well,
okay, so
exactly.
yeah, what's the story? There was no story. She just continued going on, further confirming the allegations against him. There was nothing like, oh, like, didn't say anybody else. She actually made it very clear that Josh has said nobody has not blamed anybody else. I don't get it. I don't get her. I don't want to. I've tried. I've listened. I've listened.
I'm just really not understanding
it's
like
gotten worse.
how you could read through everything and then just justify it. Like, how do you justify that?
I just think she's just a dumb.
Yeah, she's just got to be a dumb bitch.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Cause yeah, and then again, like, who gets on a public platform and comments on not even a burner account, babe, and threatens their dad, like, to sick their dad on somebody who's been arrested for, again, I don't know, convicted, but murder.
We'll find out more about that. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Tony said I need to call him ASAP. So awesome.
Okay, we gotta go.
Okay, love you. We'll see you later. Stay delusional. That's not what I say.
Stay feral.
feral. Yep, that too.
Damn the man! Save the empire!
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.